Hey everybody, it's Lisa Sulfaro, Corcoran Group, Brooklyn Heights. I'm bringing on Matt Stenta of TD Bank. He's one of the mortgage lenders that has been trying to help me write loans in the Maynard at 1513 Bergen Street. We've had some challenges, as you guys may know, in getting buyers who are on the upper echelon of the area median income so that we can continue to see prices climb and your investments grow. But because there are so many lenders that don't have options with products, we are needing to figure out if there's a way to work with lenders to make the building more marketable in the mortgage world. So Matt's here to talk about some of the challenges that we've seen with this particular HDFC building and why the buyer pool is so limited. So Matt, it's all you.
Yeah, so basically the project itself is not Fannie Mae approved. You could get it Fannie Mae approved with the changes. This would allow you to open it up to a larger pool of buyers because obviously the income restrictions and things like that, they don't have to fit into a specific box. For example, the way that we do these projects, which we've done loans in this building before, is we do them as portfolio in the Fannie Mae space, which means simply that the loan amount is less than $726,000, right? So it's not a jumbo, but there's very few banks that actually do that. We're like a handful of banks that actually will portfolio a loan in that space, but we're also like maybe one of even less that do portfolio on an HDFC co-op at that loan size. That's like extremely, extremely rare. Now, as far as like the income restrictions and things like that, you're sort of pigeonholed into the CRA products right now, which are basically community redevelopment products. And that means that they have to adhere to 125% of the area median income in that area. It's like,
yeah, but Matt, hang on. Adhering to 125% of the AMI when it's possible to sell this to somebody who can take the 175% of the AMI, that's a huge chunk of money that the sellers then have to leave on the table, right? So I mean,
yeah,
how can we?
The project right now is mainly geared towards people that are lesser earners, basically. So
right.
They're the bigger pool to qualify for that building. But as you go up in the purchase price, like they're not going to be able to afford it with the area median income levels the way that they are.
Well, they can afford it. They just can't get a product, right? So,
well, yeah, for example, City cannot do that project unless they fit into that box.
We've had it twice already. We've literally, and now we have it with another bank also. So,
and it doesn't behoove me to even tell you that because I can do the building as a portfolio loan in the agency space. But if we were able to do it as a Fannie Mae loan as well, it would open up even more options because as a portfolio loan, it's still harder to qualify for those loans because it has to fit certain criteria. That's a little bit stricter than Fannie Mae. Yeah. Fannie Mae is still strict, but it's just that why would you only want a select few options in terms of financing for someone that's going to move into the building because the buyer is going to come in there and be like, I can't find a lender. Why would I even want to move here because I can't sell my property after I buy it because that person's going to have the same problem that I'm having. And that's really, that's the main issue.
It's totally get it. How can we get ahead of this? Is there anything that we could be doing to be proactive on our end so that we don't face this issue over and over again and we can help these guys get out of here? I mean, I've had people move out of this building. I mean, because you've written the loans on both ends. We've gotten people into single family houses. I mean, if we can continue to make them money, then they have a real chance at like true home ownership without the restrictions, right?
If I lived in that co-op and I was on the board, or if I had like the board's ear or something like that, I would say it's insane that we don't just adhere to the Fannie Mae guidelines, which are very basic and very simple, in order to just open up the pool of buyers and be able to, really get more appreciation for the building itself. So like, I wouldn't want to be selling my listing and having, my pool whittled down to 1/4 of the amount of people that could potentially buy there.
We're turning away 8 or 9 out of 10 bids because of this very problem. So listen, let's just keep this simple. If anybody has questions about this process, I'm certainly not the one to come to. Can they come to you? How would they best reach you?
Just call me on my cell phone. If you want to pass my number, it's 917-704-2731. So just.
All right. Matt, thank you so much for the time that you took. Appreciate it so much. All right. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.